Welcome into 12 News. Wichita police searching for this man, Terrence Johnson. They consider him armed and dangerous as a suspect in the shooting early Sunday morning at Onyx nightclub. It left one person dead, two others hurt. We are learning more about the shooting as well as the suspect today. Sean Logging joins us live outside the club with the latest and why Wichita police initially arrested Johnson Sunday morning.
Mike, about 30 minutes after the shooting here at the nightclub, Terrence Johnson was involved in a domestic violence case and was arrested. Wichita police say, though, after identifying Johnson as a suspect in the shooting around midday Sunday, Johnson had already been booked and released from jail with some 1,000 people on a night out.
These incidents of random violence that just occur sporadically because people have access to guns that shouldn't have access to guns. And are willing to use them.
Turned into a chaotic situation outside of Onyx nightclub early Sunday morning. Wichita police say after a disturbance inside of the club involving Terrence Johnson, he was removed from the club and left to go get a gun. Investigators say Johnson then tried to get back inside the club, but wasn't able. Outside around 12:30 a.m. Sunday, police say Johnson interacted with 23-year-old Jalen Pete, who was shot and killed.
Simply could have gone somewhere else, but he decided that he was going to get a gun and he was going to try to harm someone, and now we have one person dead, two people are injured.
Police now trying to locate Johnson and looking to get the assistance of the U.S. Marshals.
We believe that he is an ongoing threat and represents a danger to the community.
Chief Joe Sullivan crediting the measures the club has taken, preventing Johnson from getting back inside, which he says would have made the situation much worse. After a shooting at Onyx earlier this year, WPD says the club implemented the department's safety recommendations.
We want to make sure that, business owners, when they do comply, when they do accept our recommendations, that we can't hold them responsible for the reckless behavior of individuals that would do things like Mr. Johnson.
Chief Sullivan says an ordinance is pending that would give him more authority over nightclubs, and the department is working on developing a gun violence prevention strategy for 2024. Now, in addition to this shooting, there were two other shootings Wichita police mentioned that happened early Sunday morning that injured 3 people, one in Old Town and one connected to an after-hours illegal club.
And Sean, I understand police providing some data on these shootings as well?
Mike, year to date, Wichita police say there's been 140 people injured in gun violence, about 30 of those resulting in deaths and 109 injuries this year. Now, that is up compared to this time last year, but down compared to 2020 and 2021.